Hey, what's going on guys? In this video I'll show you how you can create minimal typographic animation in Hitfilm Express. So let's take a look at what we'll be creating today. Alright guys, open up your Hitfilm and from the template I'll choose 1080p at 60 frames per second. Then click on start compositing. Click on this cog icon to open up the composite shot properties. You can just rename it right here if you want to. I'm just going to change the duration and make it 3 seconds long and then click on OK. Let's create the background. So I'm just going to click on new layer, then click on plane. I'm just going to rename this to BG as this will be our background. I'm going to change the color to pink. You can just use any color you like. Then click on OK. Let's create a text layer. So I'm just going to again click on new layer, then click on text. I'm going to set the width to 1920 and height to 1080, same as the size of our composition. Then click on OK. Select your text tool. You can press T on your keyboard or just click on this icon. I'm going to type in my text. I'm just going to type in. Okay, after you have your text, hit Ctrl A to select it. You can just go to the text tab and here you can change your font and font size and the color and all the different things. So I'm just going to use change the font to BBAS. You can use any font you like. I'm going to increase the font size as well, and you can change the spacing in between the letters if you want to. So I'm just going to change the spacing and put it to -6. And after that I'm just going to create another plane layer. I'm going to rename this to text holder. I'm going to set its color to white and then click on OK. Let's go inside our text holder layer, go inside transform, and we'll just scale it down. So click on this icon, this chain icon, to break the link, and now you can just scale independently like that. I'm just going to set it to 65 and this one to 30. Alright, I'm just going to animate it as well. So make sure your playhead is at the first frame of your video. Click on this icon, the circle icon, to create a scale keyframe. Set the scale to 0 and move your playhead at 1 second duration, or change the scale to around 30%. I'm going to select these two keyframes, convert these to manual Bezier, then go to value graph. I'm just going to select this handle and drag it to the left like that. I'm just going to select this handle and drag it to the right like that. So you'll have this sort of animation, and yeah, I like it. So I'm going to select this text layer and drag it and put it at the top. And also I will change the font color of this text. So I'm just going to use the text tool, go back to the text tab and select the color and select a black color and then click on OK. Now it's time to position our text. So I'm just going to go inside my text layer, go inside transform, and I can use the position controller over here, and it's going to put it right over here. Let's create a keyframe. Make sure I will animate the position, so make sure your playhead is at the first frame of your video. Create a position keyframe, move to the 1 second duration, just bring this text right over here. I'm going to select these two keyframes, convert it to manual Bezier, go to value graph, do the same thing, drag this handle to the left, this one to the right. So again you will have this kind of animation. Now I would like to apply a drop shadow on this text holder layer, this white shape. To apply a drop shadow, what I do is I'll just duplicate my text holder layer. So hit Ctrl D to duplicate it and just rename this to drop shadow. In the effects tab, search for fill color and apply it on this layer. Expand the fill color, change the color to black, set the blend amount to 100%. I'm just going to hide the text holder layer for a moment by just clicking on this eyeball icon to hide it. And also in the effects tab, search for blur effect and apply it on this layer, the drop shadow layer. Expand your blur layer, uncheck this clamp to edge option and now just change the radius and make it 100 pixels. Okay, now you'll have these extra bit of you can say the extra blur in your animation, so we need to fix that, and it's really simple. We can just go inside the transform of the drop shadow layer and animate the opacity. So make sure to play it at the first frame of your video, create a keyframe there, set the opacity to 0%, just move to the 1 second duration and change the opacity to 100%. Now you can just switch back your text holder layer. We don't want the shadow opacity to be at 100%, we just want it to be around 20 or 25%, or maybe let's do 30%. So let's see our overall animation, and you can see that this little thing right here is still bothering me, so I'm just going to move this keyframe right over here. So as you can see, did fix that little weird thing at the beginning. And now what you have to do is in the effects tab, search for set matte effect and apply it on your text layer. Expand the set matte, set the source layer to text holder, set the blend to subtract, and then just click on this checkbox icon. Now you will have this kind of animation. You can see that your text will only be visible on in this white area. One more thing is that if you just place your playhead at maybe like 15th frame of your video, you'll notice this feathering in your shape. You can just see that, then it fades away. To fix this, what you can do is select your text holder layer and just duplicate it. You can just press Ctrl D, duplicate it, and bam, you will see this. I can just show you the before and the after. So that will make that feathering, that will fix that feathering issue with your shape. You can just again duplicate it if you would like to. You can just again duplicate it and get rid of it completely. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something new. If you did, please do hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel. And also it will motivate me in making more tutorials for you guys. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.